Right.
Just after 4:30 p.m., 18th District Police responded to several 911 calls, report of a shooting on a SEPTA bus at 5, 7, and Larchwood. When police arrived on location, they went onto the SEPTA bus and they found 3 victims. A 29-year-old female shot in the hip. They found a 56-year-old female who was shot in the back, and a 60-year-old female with a graze wound to her head. So 3 adult females. Police took all 3 females off the SEPTA bus and rushed them to Presbyterian Hospital. All 3 of these females are in stable condition. Now, the information we got from witnesses, as well as the SEPTA bus driver, we know that 3 young males, possibly juveniles, got on the SEPTA bus in South Philly on Oregon Avenue. And when they got on the bus, they had some words with the bus driver. According to the bus driver, they did not pay the fare. They just got on the bus and walked to the back of the bus. At 57th and Catherine, these same 3 males got off of the bus, and then one of them pulled a gun and shot into the bus 4 shots. We found 4 spent shell casings at 57th and Catherine, and we found 4 bullet holes in the passenger side of the bus. So for some unknown reason, one of these 3 males who exited the bus at 57th and Catherine pulled a semi-automatic handgun and shot into the bus from outside, and the bullets struck these 3 females. And then the shooter and the 2 males he was with fled on foot in an unknown direction. According to the bus driver, the SEPTA bus was full to capacity with over 50 passengers. They fled on foot after the bus stopped at 57th and Larchwood, a couple blocks from the shooting scene. The passengers all exited and fled from the bus. The 3 female victims remained on the bus, and police took all 3 to Presbyterian Hospital. But according to the bus driver, the bus was filled to capacity. He believes over 50 passengers. Now, we got preliminary information that there was a 6-year-old shot. The reason we got that information, which was wrong, is because the 29-year-old female was with her son, and we believe the son's about 6 or 7 years of age. But the 29-year-old who was shot in the hip was with her 6 or 7-year-old son, but he was not struck by gunfire. So although 4 bullets went into the bus from the passenger side, 3 females were struck by gunfire. We're very, very fortunate not only that all 3 are in stable condition, including the 60-year-old female who was grazed to her head. So she's very, very lucky. But with over 50 people on the bus, we're actually lucky that there weren't additional shooting victims. But 4 bullets entered the bus. Clearly, there's 4 bullet holes in the bus, and 3 females were struck by gunfire. Now, right now, we don't know why the person who fired the shots into the bus, we don't know what motivated that person to do that. When he initially got on the bus with 2 others at Oregon Avenue, they had some words with the driver. However, the driver pretty much shrugged it off, and these 3 would appear to be young or juvenile males then walked to the back of the bus, and there were no altercations after that. But for some reason, when they got off the bus a few miles later, at 57th and Catherine, they got off the bus, and clearly one of the males, who was wearing a medical mask, a blue medical mask, for some reason fired shots. We believe at least 4 shots into the bus. Now, fortunately, these SEPTA buses have interior as well as exterior surveillance cameras. So SEPTA, they are on location, and we're in the process, our detectives are in the process of retrieving those recordings. And we already do have some good photographs of the shooter and the other 2 that were with the shooter. We already did receive some good recordings of them. And at 57th and Catherine, where the 3 got off the bus and fired the shots from on the highway, we're looking for additional private surveillance cameras in the area. But at this time, we have 3 adult females. They were all passengers on this bus, and they were all struck by gunfire. We believe that they were all struck by stray gunfire. The bus was so crowded, and since the shooter was firing from outside the bus, we believe all three were just innocent victims struck by stray gunfire. They just happened to be on this bus while this individual fired shots into the bus. So the fact that they were all in stable condition, they're very, very lucky, especially the 60-year-old who was shot in the head. But hopefully our cameras, as well as other witnesses, can help us identify the shooter and the other two individuals with the shooter.
So 57th and Catherine, not far away, so traveled 6 blocks until eventually stopped here, and then they got off?
Yeah, after the shots were fired, the bus traveled just a few blocks north, and that's when the bus stopped. And most of those 50 passengers got off the bus because they were in fear, but the 3 shooting victims remained on the bus, waited for police, and police took them to Presbyterian Hospital.
Did the second driver floor it, trying to get away, or was he unaware there had been a shooting, or is it protocol to keep moving for them?
Although the bus driver knew that there were shots fired, as well as the passengers, but I don't know what speed that how fast he went to from Catherine Street to Larchwood. That I don't know. But he did the right thing. He got out of the area, and then a few blocks away, when he was at safety, he stopped and allowed police to get on the job to get these shooting victims to the hospital.
Okay. All right.